Hi guys, and welcome to Shield's Cooking. Today we're going to make brioche feuilletée. And brioche feuilletée is delicious, and that's because it's a mix between a brioche bread and a croissant. I mean, what's not to like? So, let's begin. Start by pouring 300 grams of flour in a mixing bowl. Also add 6 grams of salt. Then measure enough eggs for 100 grams and pour this in the mixing bowl. This together with 40 grams of sugar. Mix it on a low speed. Then pour 50 grams of milk in a pan with 9 grams of dry yeast or 25 grams of fresh yeast. Warm this till it's at room temperature and then mix it. Add this to the mixing bowl and knead it for 5 minutes. Now add 50 grams of butter and knead it for another 5 minutes. Then fold the outside of the dough to the inside, and by doing so, creating a ball. Now transfer it into a bowl and cover it with plastic foil. Let this proof and double in size. After that, knead all the air out and roll it into a rectangle. Cover this with plastic foil and let it rest for 2 hours in your fridge. Meanwhile, put 120 grams of cold butter on a parchment paper and fold the paper into a square. Roll the butter then until all the parchment paper is covered. Now let it set in your fridge for 1 hour. After that, slightly dust your works up with flour and roll the dough twice the size of the butter square. Then place the butter on the bottom of the dough and cover it with the top. Now roll it into a long rectangle. Then fold the bottom a third way up and fold the top over. Cut the sides with a sharp knife. Now cover it with plastic foil and let it rest in your fridge for 40 minutes. Then repeat the rolling and folding process and let it rest for 45 minutes. Now repeat it once more and let the dough rest for 1 hour. Then roll it into a long rectangle and divide the dough in 3 pieces. Now stack it and lay it into a cake tin covered with parchment paper. Cover this and let it proof until it's tripled in size. Meanwhile, crack 1 egg in a bowl and add 40 grams of milk. Mix this. Brush this on your brioche and bake it for 25 minutes at 190 degrees Celsius. Then once baked, brush it with some melted butter. Now let it cool down. Then turn it around and poke some holes at the bottom. Fill it with some dulce de leche. Okay guys, that's it for today. I hope you've enjoyed the video, so subscribe if you want to see more and let me know what you want to see next. Bon appetit!